everybody. So, I have a video dropping tomorrow night. It's on the layout. It's a review on this Alco S4 that I bought. It's gonna be a good video. Sorry, so I'm on with my dog. It's closed out. Just a few programs open for the train stuff, so I contacted a model railroad guy a couple days ago, and he got back to me a couple days ago. And I have some plans now, because I found some stuff that's actually going to work for this layout. What I've wanted to find for a long time now. Three major things. One are automatic railroad crossing activation devices. The second is block signal devices. And the last, you're probably going to laugh at me for this, but a talking defect detector. Which I was planning on putting over there by those switches where that gray car is right now. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, looks like this thing's working properly. So that's part of this project, but this is kind of going to be like my winter project that I hope to have maybe done by the end of winter if I have enough money to do it. But second part is trackage. I'm going to be laying two sidings over here. One is going to go out all the way to the end of where that foam brick is. There's going to be two of them like that, and then one all the way to the edge of the stairs along with another switch to the left for something to come. And I'm not going to release what that is yet. That's going to be fun. It's going to be something we all like. But, for now, this is the trackage layout. Now, I also installed another switch. This is like almost like a mini museum or something. And there's a switch that goes from right in there. So it's right there, and it goes around and down. So that's like where I'll keep the S4, but that's going to be part of it too. That's already in, so that track is operational. So that's another part of it. And lastly, over by that gray car I showed earlier, I'm going to put that hotbox detector. I'm going to put a Y to the left for the plastic wheel industry, which is right there. But I'm also glad to say that along with this, I have enough stuff to finish up this mountain here. So this track here going across, and then that track that goes under it already, those are going to be in the mountain. They have a tunnel. So I'm looking forward to that, and I've already got some scenery over there for it. But it's pretty much my basement, which does not look nice. It's kind of crappy. This pantry. It's going to have a curtain over it. I'm going to have it like looking like a sky. And I'm hoping to put it around a lot of the layout. So it'll look somewhat more realistic for shooting conditions. But that'll look nice. Just like you don't see all the pantry and then this side of the steps and stuff. And then this junk. Well, this stuff over here is not going to be able to be done really, but you know, it'll be a little bit better when I have a curtain or something going over it. So that's somewhat what the plan is. Trying to calculate. I know the crossing signals, block signals, and that hotbox detector add up to like $600 of a project. That alone will be $600. And the mountain, well, I already have everything to do the mountain, so that'll be possible. The switches project for adding some stuff. The switch I have in there for that little museum track is not the greatest, so I'm going to replace it with a better one. And that's going to be... Each switch is about 30 bucks. So, I'm trying to think. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 switches. Hey, Blaine Hooks. I think 5 switches is what it will be. And they're about 30 bucks each, so that's like $150, $200 project. Because chances are I might have to buy a little bit of trackage for it too, so that's not going to be too bad. Some switches are going to be Ys, which are just like another 10 bucks, so it's going to be a little expensive, but overall this project isn't going to put me in debt. I mean, I'll have some money and stuff to do it, but so it should work, I hope, but we'll see where it's at. It'll be a fun little project to do, though. But guys have any questions or anything for me? I mean, I'm just kind of here. I'm gonna run this excursion. Oh yeah, it's actually working. Wow. Wasn't derailed, just got clipped on there. Oh, what now? Oh, nice will actually move this time. Oh, and I'll also be working on installing the switches so they're automatic. Thanks, Blaine. I think that's how you say it. Blaine? I don't know, honestly. How many units do I have? Are you talking DCC or DC? DCC, oh boy. I have 11 that are DCC. Okay, both. Well, I have 11 DCC. I'm trying to think. I have 2 that are DCC ready, but they're analog. And, oh boy, analog engines. I've probably got like 20 analogs. I really can't count them all. I don't even have them all memorized. I've collected a lot over the years with the analog stuff, so I don't really have a definite conclusion answer for you. So I apologize. Some of them I've stored, packed away. Wait, I know you have a few units. What scale are they? I'm curious. I'm gonna do a photo run by with the S1 or S4. Keep thinking this is the New York and Lake Erie, the Ashtabula, Carson, and Jefferson, or the Oil Creek and Titusville. I keep thinking it's one of those, but no, it's an S4, not an S1 or an S2. Tell me which camera is clear, the closer one or the other one. I love that Wabco E2 horn on this thing too. That's what the horn is, not... I thought it was an A300, but it's actually a Wabco. It was funny today too. I was out because I got out of prep early today, so I was out Ralphing for a bit, and I caught KO28. Had a CN leader, tier 4, and a UP ace at the rear. So I set up in a hurry because it was close. Yeah, Genius McGenius here forgot to press record on the damn camera. I was pretty ticked off about it. I was like, oh, why did I do that? I'm an idiot. I was pretty ticked off, but it's alright. I mean, it's a Gevo, it's an ace. I see them all the time, and it's really, if I even would have recorded, it was a lot of overgrown crap in my way. But the next train that came through, and I was just about to leave because I had to get to my other school and I see a light, CNS local. Had a really nice RS3L leader on the unit. It was going long hood forward, southern style, so I'm not complaining. That was really nice. Got a good show from that RS3L. So, and surprisingly, I got into school right as the bell rang. Like, it was close, but I made it. So, I'll do a few more excursion runs, something like 3 more. But, after that, I'm going to put a local train on, a CSX local, and we'll do that. But, with these new sidings, I had hopes to do some actual, like, revenue freight trains through the layout, so that's why I really want those 2 big sidings, so I can have, like, 2 sets of 2 cuts of cars ready to do some revenue stuff. And I was thinking maybe I'll go a little local, just say they're like 14 or 15M or something, because I know 14, 15M on the Lake Erie district, they start in Conway in Pittsburgh, and that's a train that goes up to on the Cleveland line up to the Youngstown line, and it switches on the Youngstown line over, and then it goes up that line, the Youngstown, and then over in Ashtabula on the Lake Erie district all the way over to Buffalo. So it goes right through Erie. I saw this one time where NS 316 had to take a major detour because the Lake Erie district, something was wrong, and they had to get something to Buffalo, so what they actually did was they ran 316 from Ashtabula down the Youngstown line all the way to, like, I can't remember, but it's like Hartford or Hartsburg or something down, way, way down. I don't even know if it's in Pennsylvania or Ohio. I think it's in Ohio. But they ran it all the way down there. Then they went over the NS Meadville line, all the way over through Sharon, Greenville, PA, and they ran it up to Meadville. And after that, I mean, I only saw a video of it at one spot where I've shot NSC 29 before, but they ran it up to Meadville, and then over on WNYP trackage, on where the Norfolk Southern coal trains used to go on WNYP tracks. And they ran it all the way over to Falconer and then over to like Salamanca. And then they took more WNYP trackage from like Olean or Salamanca, I think it was Olean, over towards like Cornell, New York and stuff, where they have another, where they interchange with NS. And that's the NS, I can't remember the name of the line, but it's the one after the Lake Erie district. And they just went left up to Buffalo. And that's how NS 316 got there that day. So, yeah. Alright, let's get this excursion train rolling. So at the moment, basically, I'm kind of doing it like a realistic excursion would work. So, like for instance, they were deboarding. Now they're waiting for the station to get full of the passengers for the next excursion. Then they do a photo run by, and then they board for the next one and go. So, I love early dismissal days. Don't have to wait in school all that time. Anyone still watching, like, but I'm gonna run this for a bit, and then hopefully we get to it. I'll run a local train. Overran the station. What am I doing? Northern Ohio Railfender production. What a surprise to see. That's an Alco S4. Beautiful Wabco E2 horn on that. I pretty much just got done explaining the whole history of the Norfolk Southern Youngstown line, Meadville line, and Lake Erie district. So, well, not really. I just told a small tale about when NS316 took the Youngstown line and the Meadville line and Western New York and Pennsylvania trackage for a detour. What railroad? What are you talking about? That's an Erie Railroad S4. That is the Erie Railroad. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of this, like, gray box in the middle of the screen. Lord in heaven. How do I do that? Meadville. You saw an S4 in Meadville. Let's see if it works now, but as I was saying, that's like the secret entrance into, yeah, it works. The WNYP Meadville Yard. You can get into the yard that way. That's how the guys go in. It's a nice little spot, but when they run, it's cool. There we go. So, that's what that is, but so we can get this excursion train rolling without buffering. That'd be a wonderful miracle. Yeah, it's fixed now. It's just having some troubles. And I will continually fix it until my stream is over. It's worth it. I only got it for 95 bucks. This Alcoas 4. Because I got it at a train show, so it's better than getting it right out the box from the factory. But it's actually pretty detailed. I can't complain. Stupid thing's derailed. Give me a moment, please. I can't tell why it's derailing, but... Oh, wait. I think that explains. Yeah, I think I know why it's derailing. Pretty sure it's fixed now. I hope. We got 4 people watching. How about that? Well, one is mine, so I can see the comments. See if it works this time. God willing, it does. It works. Yeah, I mean, for a DCC and sound, 95 bucks is pretty cheap. But I was impressed with the quality of this unit. So I'm happy about that. Thanks. Setup is fire. The guy also had, thought it was in Erie, Lackawanna, or, no, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie in a New York Central S4 too, so I wanted to get it, but in a way I almost regret this decision of buying this unit, because they had some, this kid had some Bessemer and Lake Erie FPAs, $300 a pop, but should have got it. But I'm hoping he's there next train show in Erie, because I'll be a vendor again, so I'll be able to buy before anyone else, so I should be able to snag it if he's there again. Thanks. Yeah, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie, he had a P&LE, but I kind of bought this one because I really didn't have $300 on me, honestly. But, I mean, I should have, but I didn't. But, hoping I could make some sales, maybe I have enough money, but I made $22 in sales. But, oh yeah, if I had $300, I would have definitely went straight at those F units for the Bessemer. Like, that's something you're not going to find anywhere else. Like, that's rare. And it was a die-cast metal thing, too. HO scale, DCC, and all. Like, that's rare to find. But, I'll be there next train, Sean. I'm going to snag it before you do. Just saying. But, if I have another extra $95, heck, I will. I'll go over and buy that P&LE S2. But, so next time I have a little bit more cash on me. I picked these up too. I'll show you. I was going to run them on the local, but I'll show you them beforehand. Crawl down to grab them because I had them under here yesterday. Hope I don't bump this tripod. I got these for $20 a pop. Which is not, you know, it's a little expensive, but the first one I got for $20 a pop. The second two I got for $15 a pop. He just said, you know what? I bought the first one. Wheeling in Lake Erie Stonehopper. After I got the first one, I came back to buy a second one. He was just like, pay me another 10, I'll give you another one. So I was like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, deal. So I picked those up, and I have 2 more of them. So I'm impressed with it. It's not bad. Getting this train ready. Yeah, he had like 2 or 3 more of these wheeling hoppers, which, if he's there again and I have money, I'll buy the rest of them. If he has them left, obviously. Because those are worth it. Knowing how fast BNLE sell, I made sure to pre-order Athearn RTR SD38s and BNLE. I will never purchase that. For one reason. And that is because they didn't put the freaking sand tank at the front on the nose of the unit. I will not buy that unless they do that. If they do that, I will absolutely buy it. But without that classic sand tank at the front, not happening. But 868 definitely all the way. If they do that, I will buy it. That's a collector's item. And I mean, it's only like $300, I thought it was. I don't know what the MSRP on it was, but for DCC and sound, it was pretty good of a price. Yeah, they didn't put the sand thing on the nose. Because I remember I was chasing a train with one friend. It was in July, and another guy called, and he called my friend. He was like, "Hey, guess what? Athearn just released SD38s. They just released 868." I was like, "Oh, nice." He said, yeah, I'm not buying one, though. They didn't put the sand tank on. And we were like, what? So, like, that's a Bessemer trademark. You can't omit that. Like, that's something you have to have on there. Otherwise, it ain't Bessemer. It's just like, I don't know. I would rather buy those FAs anyway. There's 2 of them this guy had. Yeah, I kid you not. At least I don't think. That's what I heard a couple months ago. But, I guess to say don't gospel me on that. That's not like, I can't 100% say that, but I'm 99% sure. Look it up. Let's see if there's any reviews. Yeah, that's what I said. How could they forget that? Let me see if there's any pictures of it or anything. That thing's an SD38AC, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Because I know 862 is an SD38. Just a straight SD38. 868 is an SD38AC, and then 905 is an SD40T-2. Let's see if there's anything on there. Now, here's the thing, I'm looking at it. It's silver P3. It does have a silver P3, but it's supposed to have an RS3L on it. Let's see if there's any images of it. Yeah. Yeah. Because here's the diagram of it. I'll bring it up to the camera. See. There's no sand tank on it. Like, that ticks me off, though. That there isn't a sand thing on it. But what can you do about it, you know? I'm gonna get back to this quick excursion I'm doing. Do a photo run by. Yeah, the horn on a soundtrack's decoder, that's not too hard to fix it to an RS3L. I personally don't know how to upload files to a decoder to make a better horn. If I could, there'd be a lot of different horns on this layout, but yeah, 905 was an SD45-2, but SD40, yeah, it was a tunnel motor 45. But, oh, it's an SD40-T-3. Okay. If I can ever find someone who knows how to change a horn file, I will happily click on that video and watch it from start to finish probably 20 times. Yeah, I definitely still get it. It's really not that because of the nose thing that I'm not buying it. It's really like, I don't really have the money. Like, see, I bought a camera with the money that I was saving up for that thing, so, didn't really have the money. But if I had that money still, I probably would have gone for those F units anyway. But what's the number on that IC ST70? Better be 1022. That's my favorite one of them. And or 1028. 1028 and 1022 are the best ones. If I had to choose after that, I'd say like 1038. But I'd prefer 1022 or 1028. And honestly, the reason is they're the ones where the P5 sounds the best. I honestly like Newcast P5, so I'll personally be happy to shoot them. So, what number is it? Ew, 1009. Well, what kind of horn does it have? As long as it has a Newcast P5 and it sounds okay, I'll buy it. Maybe. Yeah, that sucks. I really want 1022, because that was the only Death Star I shot before they were taking off the property, so that's why it's kind of like my favorite. And I had a quick, just got it in time at CE, or RX, in Cranesville, right when they, right on the last trip. Because I chased 862 that day. I was originally trying to chase the AVR. Okay, it's working now. No, it's not. Hey, it's working. No, yeah, wait. Yeah, it is working. Okay. Okay. So you didn't miss much. I was going to chase the Allegheny Valley Railroad, but that got screwed over because the train had already come back at, I got there at 10 o'clock when AVR-1 or 2, or I thought it was AVR-3 was supposed to leave. Well, it was already at the edge of the yard, and it was already coming back. I was like, oh, forget this, I ain't waiting for it. 862 is running. I'm gonna go chase that. So, I did, and I barely made it to Greenville to get it coming in, and then got it at the yard. Then I got C29 outside of Greenville and in Sharpsville. And then I was sitting waiting for the Bessemer at Main Street, and I saw a post from 30 minutes ago in the Bessemer group that said, northbound empty ore train, clear KO Junction. And it's like a half hour ago. I was like, oh, great. So we're almost right behind it. So I was racing up 58 or 18. I think it was 18. I was just racing up 18. And I go through Conneautville, and the signal's red. It was like a yellow, or it was a red over yellow. I was like, oh, great. He's probably far ahead of us now. So I got to RX, and I just kind of slammed right in there. I was like, and I looked at the signal. It's yellow. And I thought, oh, it's probably already gone. But then I turned. The crossing signals are going out. I was like, oh, it's right there. So, I got IC 1022. It was in a 4-unit consist. 8827 was leading north. And then I think 8800 was in it. I believe it was 1022, and then 8804, 8876. So, I barely, and I'm saying barely made it to get that. But I got 1022 on one of its last runs. Oh, the Bessemer misc job. Congratulations. If you even catch it once, you're a lucky person. I've known this guy, he's obsessed with 862. His name is Hint Hint Bessemer in Lake Erie 902. He's obsessed with the orange power and stuff. He went down there so many times this summer to try to shoot a miscrunt. He got maybe 3 miscrunts. But I would definitely want to try at some point. Like, you gotta think of how to get it. So, the best way to get it... Excuse me, did you just say amazing K5 LLAs? Those things have the worst sounding horns that any unit could have. I think well, actually all the K5, well, yeah, I take that back. I guess those two are the better ones, but like, 8827, that is a nice P5. 8876, the horns, meh. But the E-bell, if you can actually hear it because it's so quiet, that has a nice E-bell on it. Now, 8907, I think, has the best K5 out of all of them. But the 8800 and 8804, they're okay. They're K5s. I personally like 8907 the best. Oh, the misc jobs fly at like 40 miles an hour, so good luck catching that. Wish me luck, because I'm actually going to chase the Great Lakes Central in Owasso, Michigan on the day after Thanksgiving. So, wish me luck, because I'm going to be chasing... If I can't get the GLC, I want to get some SD35s leading, but if that gets screwed over, I'll chase 1225 that Friday night, chase 1225 in the day, 10 o'clock, riding the night one. But I'm hoping that I can also chase it going to Ashley on the Sunday morning. So that'll be the 1225 chase. Yeah, the Canadian E-bells are cool, but it'd be nice, it's hard to hear them because they're so quiet. But the best way to catch a miscrunt is... They run like 2, 3, 4, even if the most 4 times a week. I'm pretty sure they run more like twice a week, but your best bet and best advice I can give you is if you let's say they run a miscrunt on Monday. They'll probably run one if they have busy traffic at the time, they have a lot of miscrunts that they have to run. Say there's one Monday. Don't go Tuesday. They don't run 2 days in a row unless it's absolutely necessary. So, if they run Monday, don't go Tuesday, go Wednesday. Because then they'll most likely be running if it's necessary. That's the best tip I can give you to try to shoot that stupid miscrunt. But I will say it is a bear to try to find when they're going to run one. The miscrunt, they originate out of Greenville. Their on-duty time is like 800 hours. They start in Greenville. They don't go from Butler. Like, they start in Greenville at the Ferrona Yard or something. It's in it's right outside of Greenville. It's the big Bessemer Yard. And they start there, pick up cars, and head southbound out of, I can't remember the control point, but they head south through GV, Grove City. Then Butler, they stop in the Butler Yard if there's anything to switch there. I know there's AK Steel and Montgomery in Butler. No, they don't go in Butler. They don't originate there, but they go to Butler, and then usually it's like half and half. Half the time, if they switch AK and that, they'll head straight back to Because the Butler Yard also, I'm pretty sure, has an interchange with the B&P. So, don't quote me on that. But then they usually go back to Greenville. That's like half the time. The other half the time, they'll go all the way down to North Bessemer. They'll run the full line. And, I'm trying to think here. So, they'll hit anything down that area. But usually they hit everything going down. Most of the time, then they go back up. I know there's a branch line or something. I can't remember what it is, but there's a line they switch grain hoppers. But when they're coming back up from North Bessemer, usually they book it straight up except for that little line. And then usually the Butler Yard. They usually just stop in the Butler Yard one more time. Right now, though, the power on the Misk, and it's only going to be like this for a few more days because of the conditions, but 862 and 905 are on it. I think 862 is leading northbound. I don't know. I'm tired. Oh, the Girard run. The Girard branch? Good luck. You'll have, where do you live? I can tell you when they'll run. And when you'll catch it. I know you're from Ohio, but like where in Ohio? Because the Girard runs, they're once a month. Oh, and speaking of the Girard branch, it was flooded last Saturday because there was so much rain. It was washed out completely. That line is like washed completely. Where are you from, though, in Ohio? Like, because I hate to break it to you, but they're up at Girard for like half an hour to an hour. So what they'll do, alright, you have a little wiggle room if they head up, like, usually takes an hour to get up to Girard. Okay, could you, like, give me a city? And they're like, where's... Like, where in Ohio is that? I don't honestly know. Well, I mean, you can catch it if you're lucky. You have to have someone down in, like, Greenville or someone. I know there's a guy who will give you a heads up. It's, like, 6 miles out of Greenville. And takes, like, 45 minutes to get up to RX from that point. But he'll give you a quick heads up, like, you know, if he sees something good going on. So, you can't always rely on people to get stuff, but if you're lucky and you get a heads up, when they're running, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get up to, sometimes even an hour and a half, to get up to RX and CE. Now, when they get to CE in Cranesville, that's where they flip the switch to go on the Girard branch. And that's like a once-a-month run again. They run up there. The tracks are rusty as, I don't know, but I've seen worse. The Erie Coke, the Lake Track, and the Erie Coke Spur. Oh, the Metro Painesville. So that's like, you're an hour. Okay. So when they get up, you'll have to know, like, the second they leave Greenville, if they're going up. I mean, can I recommend getting into the Bessemer Facebook group? That's where you'll find it, but, they'll run up the Girard branch. That takes them, like, half an hour. And, like, I've only shot a Girard local once, so, yeah, that was when I was lucky. I got 3 spots. RX, Platia, and in Girard Main Street. So it's all a matter if you're lucky. If you get a heads up, you can get it in quick. If I could recommend, if you're coming from like the Painesville area, if you really want to go down, please only go down as far as like Platia, or if you really want to cut it close, RX or CE. Because after that, I can't promise you're going to make it. Like, if you really want to go to RX, check the signal. That's how you'll know. But I would really recommend just staying in Girard or going down just a little bit to Platia or something to shoot it. But they come up that branch at 25 miles an hour. What they'll do is they'll come up the branch. It's like not even half an hour. Like 20 minutes, maybe half an hour at the most. And then they'll come into Girard. Slow, like 10 miles an hour. But after that, they'll head to Emsco. And this is what they normally do, because in the winter they do something else. In winter, they bring a car up from North Bessemer that the Mist Run picks up. But in the normal times, they'll just go up Light Power, go into Emsco, pull the car out, and head to Wallace Junction. Flip the car out, grab the fresh one. Like, this is a quick snap of the fingers maneuver. They'll go right down there and they'll shove right back up the branch into Emsco, pull out, flip the switch, and go right back down to Greenville. It's a quick thing. Like, even Norfolk Southern could do it if Bessemer gave them trackage rates. Like, it's a mile shove from Emsco to Wallace Junction, so it's pretty quick. But they'll head up and back down to Greenville. Now, you can't necessarily shoot it on the Girard branch, but you can shoot it going back down if you don't make it. Yeah, that Bessemer Facebook group is the best thing you can have. Yeah, you would have better chances shooting the orange stuff on the Misabi sub, honestly, than the actual Bessemer sub itself. But, you know, if you're lucky, you'll be able to shoot some orange stuff. I mean, I know there was one time, I can't remember, I don't even know who it was who said this, but someone got inside information and told me, and I was told like 12 hours before it's supposed to happen, like, there's a Mist Run happening in like 12 hours, or Girard branch run, they're running up there in like 12 hours. It was like the night before, and like they're running up at like 8 o'clock the next morning. They're going up there. So if you want to shoot it, be ready. I can't remember where I got it from or who, so, but that was like one time, and I was in school, so I couldn't make it, but go figure, that was the best. That was actually funny, because it was the best Girard local of the year. Had 905, 868, and 862 on it. Had a trio of units going up there. But, sometimes, too, after the Girard branch, if they have something to drop off in Conneaut, like an engine or something, often they'll just run up to Girard, go switch it, go back down, flip the switch, and go up to Conneaut and drop it off or pick it up or whatever, and then go back down to Greenville. You can make it, like, if you get a heads up or something and you have a day off, or you could just go down and shoot the whole thing, like, that'll be a full day if that such event were to happen. Going up the Girard branch, up from Greenville, and then down up to Conneaut and back and stuff. It could be a good day to spend. Yeah, we'll get it eventually. It's just, it's a tough process to shoot that kind of stuff. I'm just going to run this excursion train back into the siding. Man, I've got so off topic. Talking about Bessemer. Yes, they often run right at noon. So, like, when I'm in school, forget it. Next, like, in the summer's your best chance to catch it. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking high school classes and regular 8th grade classes, so my schedule has very few open dates. Like, now I know the 11th, I wanted to do the Western New York and Pennsylvania Oil City branch. That didn't happen because that's when I got my dog, so, I know it sounds like a lot, but like the weekend of Thanksgiving, heading up to Owasso, Michigan Friday, hopefully shooting the GLC. If not, turn for 1225. Chase 1225 those 2 days and obviously ride it at night. Then Monday when we get back, as crazy as it sounds, like I postpone that till that Monday because that's the only other day I have off till Christmas. But I already had plans to do a chase on the WNYP the next day after the Oil City branch ran. So I'm not going to go back to Meadville 2 days in a row. But I'm hoping, give you a little heads up, I'm hoping for December and November. Like, that's that weekend. But I'm hoping mid-December so I can get over to the New York and Lake Erie Railroad. Oh, nice. I could care less about the CN, those stupid battery things. Oh, those battery things from Wabtec. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I did not hear about that, so. Interesting. But after that, really, plans are to I'm trying to think what I want to do. I know that Tuesday of Christmas break, that was going to be the Western New York and Pennsylvania. Was going to go from Meadville to Falconer and back in the snow, so wish me luck that the weather's good. Actually, wish me luck that the weather's good this whole month. And the next two, actually, so we can shoot this kind of stuff. But, then, at Friday, which I think is New Year's Eve, we were going to go down, see if the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad's going to be running any freight operations that day. Let's see if I can shoot any of that stuff. Hopefully they'll be running the 3568, because it's got a nice K3 on that, so I like it. It's an MLW M422, so it's kind of rare. I doubt it. Well, why would they want more engines on the Bessemer? They already have 5 large ones. And why do they need to replace them? They've got 862, 868, 905. And those are the 3 ones for the MISC. So, it's not going to happen. They don't need a big engine for a MISC run. Pulls 2 friggin' cars, so it's not like they need an M-2 of those electrical things for the Bessemer. So, wherever you heard that from is most likely not true. I'm 99% sure, but there's still that 0.1% that it's not true, or that it is true. So, if that happens, Bessemer is going to turn to crap. Like, I wouldn't even shoot the railroad, to be honest. But even if so, like, that would be a couple years before they have more of those battery engines anyway. To be completely honest. Like, that'll be a few years yet before they can get them there. So, we still have some time with the classic power. I mean, it'll eventually happen where they screw up the power and it's going to be crappy, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. But after that, like New Year's, I was hoping, like, I have Martin Luther King Jr. Day off. That's my next off day till, like, February, so I'm still debating what to do that day. I mean, to be honest, if I can't get to the OCB that day after Owasso, that's when it'll most likely happen. I mean, I was thinking of going over to the Cleveland area, but I don't really know where the wheeling in that operates, and I'm not driving to Zanesville for the Ohio Central. And, I mean, Cleveland Commercial Railroad's probably not worth it that much. So, if not, maybe I'll probably just chase the OCB regardless. Which I'm fine with, because I like that line. Or maybe if, like, the Oil Creek in Titusville, they have something. We'll see. It's just going to depend on what we have going. Why? Where does the wheeling operate? I know you're from Ohio, so you could tell me. Excuse me for one moment. I'm just gonna grab something to drink. My throat's really dry. So, be one sec. Oh yeah, I just don't have it installed right now. Wait one sec. I really don't use Discord that much. I apologize. Okay, well, I think I'm friends with you. If I'm not, just add me. I think it's RC Looney. So that would help me a lot. And you guys can keep talking. I really don't care. Just gonna run this whole excursion train here. Kind of the whole reason I went live. Honestly. What is what again you're talking about? Oh, jeez, I have no clue. I'll have to look. I'll look later. Oh, well, I can't. Oh, boy. Well, I have my Streamlabs going on my phone to do this, so I'll have to look later. I'll comment on your video or something. So... Sorry, my tripod's being stupid. I just will say, though, if I don't get to the OCB this month, though, I will do it on that day. Oh, Gibby's premiere is on right now? Yeah, I'll pause the stream, too. That's right, it's fall foliage, so I'll be back in a bit. Well, how about that? So, battery units are heading to the Bessemer. That's true. Just learned that a few minutes ago. I'm speechless. That's gonna ruin the Bessemer. And the Union Railroad, because they're supposedly getting some too. Replace the MP-15s, like, that's terrible. Well, let's get back to our excursion. I'm gonna eat supper in a little bit or so. I'll do one more excursion, then I'm gonna head out. Actually, I have to get going, so I'm gonna finish this up real quick. I forgot I have my high school entrance exam tomorrow, so I have to prepare for that. So thank you to all the viewers who are watching tonight's stream. Flip that switch over there. Okay, we got the switch. It's ready to go. One thing right there holding it up. There you go. She's shut down, and thank you to the viewers for watching this video, and see y'all soon, hopefully.